Ask God to remember and reward your good deeds towards him and mankind. Ask God to remember and reward your good deeds towards him and mankind. Ask God and say, God, remember my good deeds towards your kingdom. Remember my good deeds towards mankind. Ask him to remember and reward you. You have a right to ask God to remember you. You have a right to ask God to reward you. I will show you scriptures. You have the right. You have the right to say, God, you are the God of harvest. You say, he that sows must reap. You say, whatever a man sows, that's also what he will reap. So I present to you my scorecard. That was what Hezekiah did. When God told him he was going to die, the Bible says he turned his face to the wall. And he said, God, listen, I have served you with a perfect heart. If this is how you pay people, then you're not a just God. If a man serves you with a perfect heart and all you pay him with is debt, then there is something faulty about your system of judgment. The Bible said the prophet had scarcely gone into the outer porch, and God said to him, go back and tell my son he's not going to die. I have heard his cry, and I've seen his strong reason, and I'll add 15 more years to him. That was a man who knew his place in God. This is not how I should go with the way I have served you. A man God cannot trust with little, T-R-U-S-T. He cannot E-N-T-R-U-S-T. He cannot entrust with much. That's why you should be a kingdom investor, so that when you stand before God, you say, God, judge me. If you have not received all that you have put in my hands, judge me and leave me here. But if you are just God, judge me and pay me. You can't know all these things and be stranded. So when the roads seem to be blocked, when you don't know where else to go, you don't even have another seed to sow, you don't know what else to do, you have given all that you have, fall on the ground and say, God, if you're a just judge, come and pay me for the ones I've done. Because if I had more to give, I would give. I don't have anything else to give now. Don't get angry and say, I've given everything, I'm tired. Why is God not blessing me? I'm tired. No! When you have gotten to the point where you have nothing more to give, it's time to engage God for harvest. You know that if I had more to give, I wouldn't be asking you to do something. But now, I have nothing more to give. Please pay me. You have a right. You have a right. Did you hear what the apostle said to Jesus? Excuse me, master, hold on a moment. We have left all and followed you. So are we going to follow you for nothing? Jesus turned sharply to him and said, hey, hold on. You lost nothing. But you know what people do? When they think that heaven no more wants to move, they get stranded and frustrated. They begin to rebel against God. They begin to look for alternatives. They begin to talk against God. They begin to criticize everything that works. They say it does not work. They begin to look for auxiliary help systems that are not in consistency with the things of God. Come on now. When you have reached the end of the road and there is no more seed in the pocket and sincerely you want to give, no more seed, fall on the ground and say, God, from here now, you have to reward me for me to be able to have something, because there's something else I can do. Sir, I shock you with this. If you ever bring God to that point, he will move in a way you will never believe. He will move in a way you will never believe.